Hi, I'm Adam Rossen with the Rossen Law Firm, and in today's video, I want to talk to you folks about the rise of COVID-19 cases coming into the fall of 2023, and there's been talk all across, nationwide and local news about, are we going to go back to shelter-in-place orders? Are we going to go back to mask mandates? What about the schools? Are they going to shut these things down? We're hearing, all about the Republicans and the Democrats. They're talking about this. They're fighting over it. It's become very political. Well, what are the rights? And really, is the likelihood of this happening again? How strong is that? First of all, whether you like it or not, mask mandates are constitutional. They are allowed. They're not illegal. Again, my personal opinions, I don't like them. I don't think government should be telling us what to do, but under the current state of the law and under our U.S. Constitution, they are legal. And we have talked about that in some blog posts and some videos previously. Okay, and if they do that, could there be violations and punishments and court cases? Well, what we saw from 3 years ago is most of the people that were arrested for breaking quarantine or not wearing a mask, the few and far between who were arrested and prosecuted, the vast majority of those cases ended up being dismissed. And I don't think they were really dismissed on the law per se. It was more of the prosecutor's office or the ones that went to a trial, the jurors saying, hey, look, this is kind of ridiculous and stupid. We're not going to put somebody in jail for this, right? So that's really what happened with that. But we're going to be looking. We're going to be looking and watching to see if these things are going to happen later this year or even next year as these rises, as the COVID cases rise again. That also makes us really want to consider schools. Right? What did we learn from 3 years ago? Well, we learned that shutting down the schools was the wrong thing. Shutting down schools set an entire generation of kids back many, many, many years. It was absolutely terrible for them not to get the proper education, not to get the proper socialization. And we really want to make sure, and be on the lookout to see if this stuff happens again. And what we've also learned is with the new technology that we have as far as air purity, and look at what the airplanes are doing. These airplanes are being filtered thousands of times an hour. It's actually pretty clean and pretty safe on an airplane. Of course, if somebody sneezes next to you, that's one story, but just the general filtration systems are really good and the technology is there. So given these things, should schools close? Should schools require people or students to wear masks and be separated with that plexiglass again if there's rises or not? Should the U.S., the federal government, require the states to install these extra levels of air filtration systems in these schools? Most of the schools in our country are, 30, 40, 50, sometimes 70, 80, 100 years old with ancient HVAC systems that just don't work properly, right? What are your rights as a parent? Can you say, I'm just going to pull my kid out of school? Well, the state of Florida, we do have other options, virtual schooling and, homeschooling and things like that. Or can the parent say, well, no, I want, my kid's going to school but he's not or she's not going to wear a mask. So all of these things are rearing their ugly head again as we enter the fall of 2023. So as we're going to be monitoring these things, we're going to let you folks know. If you have any questions or want to stay in touch or let us know what's going on in your local neighborhood, give us a call. You can call us at any time, 754-206-6200.